guys, Joe here. Welcome to T&D Video Games. If you're new to the channel, myself and my much older, less attractive business partner Dave, we own a retro video game store inside a flea market. We are open Sundays. We are located in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. A couple of weeks ago, we had a record-breaking day for buys at our store. We spent $10,000 on video games in one day. I want to highlight and kind of do an unboxing of the largest collection that we bought. This accounts for about a third of the spend. It was about $3,500 for all this stuff. Shout out to Bruce, who brought us this collection. Sent us photos ahead of time. We had the deal done ahead of time, which is great. It was really busy when he dropped it off, so we were able to spot check it, make sure most of the high value stuff was in there. However, I haven't really gone through this, so I'm gonna kind of go through it. You guys are gonna see kind of what we see when we unbox a collection. So let's get excited together and let's take a look at this collection. Starting off here, got this big box. So starting out with some heavy hitters here. PlayStation demo disc, SingStar. Now that is the quote-unquote heavy in the collection. Looks like this box was the PlayStation stuff, so we're just gonna kind of go through it. So we got Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, Star Wars Force Unleashed, Orange Box, which is actually a great game for the PS3. Hard to get, so happy to get that. And a couple of PS2 games, Jak and Daxter, one of my personal favorites. And we got Jak 2. Can't go wrong with the Jak and Daxter games. Okay, everything seems to be packed pretty randomly in here. We got Splatterhouse on the TurboGrafx 16. Awesome pick up there. Legendary Axe, another nice TG16 game. And I think those are the only turbo items in the collection, but quality there, so happy to get those. Death Jr. on the PSP. Okay, lots of nice PS2 in here. Jak 3, so there's the Jak trilogy done. Shadow of Destiny, kind of an obscure Konami game. Chicken Little, gotta have Chicken Little. Radiator Stories, nice RPG. Always happy to get RPGs, sell really well for us. Sonic Mega Collection. Grandia 2, another nice RPG. Devil May Cry. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Tak and the Power of Juju. Shadow Hearts, the original. It's really hard to get, the hardest one to find in the trilogy. Really great horror themed RPG for the PS2. Destroy All Humans 2. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Ark the Lad, Twilight of Spirits. God of War, the original, Black Label, nice to get that. Ratchet and Clank, the original release of Eco. Okagi, Shadow King. Kind of a Tim Burton-esque art style RPG. Really happy to get this one. Sly Cooper, again, Black Label, really happy to get that. Sly 2 and Sly 3. And then we've got, of course, Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2, Zone of Enders, and Zone of Enders Second Runner. So again, amazing PS2 stuff here. More PS2. Prince of Persia Sands of Time, Prince of Persia 2 Thrones, Prince of Persia Warrior Within, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3. Okay, and that seems to be it for PS2. So Super Nintendo Game Genie box. Kind of rough condition, but still cool to have the box for that. Don't see that too often. We typically get that loose. And now we're getting into a lot of nice boxed NES. So what do we got here? Tombs and Treasure. Nice condition there. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Rad Racer. Nice to have that complete. And then what do we got here? Oh, these are nice. So we've got Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2. I know people crap on this one. Still fun, amazing soundtrack. Can't go wrong with Castlevania 2. And Castlevania 3. So happy to get those complete. Really rare that we get those complete in box like that in nice condition. Tetris, Double Dragon 3, and Double Dragon 2. And again, these were his childhood games, so he didn't accumulate these kind of when the retro collecting craze started. This is his stuff. So Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. Wow. Turtles 2, the arcade game. Rented this one a lot back in the day. And Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project. This one holds a place in my heart. My mom used to travel to the States once a year, And every time she would go there, the games were a bit cheaper, and she would bring me a game back, and this was one of them. So fond memories of this guy. And there's more. They keep coming. RoboCop and Simpsons Bart versus the Space Mutants. Space Mutants. Try and say that better. That's how we say it in Canada. Space, eh? Hudson's Adventure Island. Metroid. That's a nice one to get. And there's still more in here, guys. He fit a lot in this box. So, Defender 2, Strider. So we got Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 2, Kid Icarus, and the OG Ninja Turtles. Legendary Wings, no box for that one. Golf with the manual. Loose Pinbot. We're almost at the bottom of this box here, guys. Eternal Darkness for the GameCube. Nice and complete. Minty, all the inserts are there. Happy to get that one. And this is it. So we've got Metal Gear, Super Mario Bros. 3. Dave will be disappointed that it's not the Left Bros. Shadowgate, and Super Seed. And a dust cover. So that's box 1. Let's see what's in box 2. Hey guys, so we're back with the rest of the collection. We've got the other box here, and then there were a couple of things not in boxes. So we'll quickly take a look at this stuff. Game Boy Game Genie in the box. I've never seen one of these complete. It's pretty minty. I mean, like, look at that. I've never seen a box Game Boy Game Genie before, so really happy to get that. I've never seen one of these either. A boxed Genesis Game Genie. So again, really happy to get that. I don't think we've ever had this in the store boxed, and it's in really nice condition. And we got an Xbox One system. Again, not the best seller for us, but again, happy to get it at the price we paid for it. Again, the Nintendo stuff in this lot and the obscure PlayStation stuff was the majority of the value. However, we will take an Xbox if it's part of a collection. It will eventually sell, so it's a nice display piece as well in the box, so happy to get that. Then we're gonna go through this thing. Really heavy. Good thing I took this home. Dave's pretty old, his back's a little wonky, so good thing that I grabbed this as well.
I'm just gonna watch Joe. I'm just gonna watch Joe push this.
Watch me struggle.
This is that was quite the I don't know. That was quite the pushing job you did there, buddy.
That was quite the display of masculinity.
Yeah, that was quite the display of masculinity.
This doesn't happen overnight. So we're gonna go through this box as well and see what goodies are in here. And the top is looking good so far. So we've got Mega Man X2 and a manual for it, which is in really nice shape. So really cool. And then from Mega Man to the Chess Master, again, you kind of got to take everything that comes. So Young Merlin in the box, a complete in-box Game Gear Game Genie. Now, I've never even seen a Game Gear Game Genie, let alone in the box. So this guy really liked his Game Genies for sure. And they're all boxed, which is amazing. Mega Man X for Super Nintendo in the box. Oh, some more NES, another NES. So we've got Mario 2 box manual. I don't think there's a cart, but we can throw a loose cart in here, complete this copy, no problem. Driver 2 for the PlayStation. Driver games always sell well for us, so I'll always take a driver game. This one, not so much, but again, it was part of the collection, so we'll take it. Lunar Silver Star Story. Now this, I loved this game back in the day, this and the second one. It doesn't have the nice outer cardboard box. It does have the hardcover manual. So again, really cool to get this. Really happy with that. RPG fan will scoop that up, I'm sure. Blazing Dragons, Medieval, great game. Ape Escape. Again, this is all really good PS1 here, guys. So nice quality here. Final Fantasy Anthology. Skull Monkeys. Pretty cool lenticular holograph cover there. Looks pretty cool. Final Fantasy Chronicles. Got two of my favorite games of all time on here. Really pumped to get that game. Have a lot of regulars looking for that one. Black Label Legend of Dragoon. Underrated game. I really wish they'd remake Legend of Dragoon. Great game. Bushido Blade. Overblood, which is kind of like a horror game. Really obscure. We've only had that a few times, so happy to get that one. Parasite Eve. Always happy to get a copy of Parasite Eve. Broken Sword 2, Oddworld, Abe's Exodus. Lots of good PS1 in here. We're gonna keep digging. Rascal, can't forget Rascal. One of the highlights here, one of my favorite games of all time, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete. This is in really nice condition. It's got everything in here, so Really happy to get this one. We've got Arc the Lad collection. Now this one doesn't have the game, but it's got everything else. So we'll try and sell this separately, but if we ever get a copy of the game in, we'll put it together and sell it as a package. Fallout New Vegas. Again, we don't really take PC stuff in, but again, part of the collection, so it comes with it. So we take it. We got here, oh, some nice Genesis stuff. Final Zone. Always love the games from Renovation. You see this logo on a Genesis game, usually means it's good. There's some stinkers by them, but they do some good work. Altered Beast, and this one's nice. Truxton, and I think this one's complete. Yeah, so that's nice, complete with the manual. So really happy to get this in. Space Harrier 2, Sword of Vermilion, Phantasy Star 3, and Sector X. This is actually a really fun shooter. Really obscure game. Miracle Warriors for the Master System. Bomber Raid. Again, some decent Sega stuff in this lot too. Of course, Super Mario World. And the manual to go with. A couple of Wii games. Smash Brothers Brawl. Harvey Birdman. And we've got Mario All-Stars Special Edition for the Wii. The Collector's Edition. So happy to get that one. We've got some guides here. We've got the guide for Chrono Cross. Link's Awakening. That's the original Nintendo Power for the Game Boy. That's really cool to get. Metal Gear Solid. Okagi. Oddworld. Oh, of course. Try and pronounce this. Urguys. I don't know. Someone please let me know in the comments how to say that and how I butchered it. Final Fantasy VIII. Not my favorite Final Fantasy, but take the guide. Dark Cloud and Beyond Good and Evil. Always happy to get very high quality strategy guides. Bunch of manuals. What we got here? Castlevania 4, Stunt Race FX, Star Fox, Sim Earth, Bases Loaded, and Out of This World. Too bad he didn't have the carts for these. He would have been looking at a lot more money, but again, happy to get the manual. Oh, another Genesis game, Dynamite Duke. Now this guy looks badass. That's who you want on your team when the goes down. Kind of looks like Dave when he was in his 30s, so like 30 years ago, basically. And we've got some portable stuff. Try and put these closer so you can see them. Metroid 2, great seller for us for sure. Turtles 2, Back from the Sewers. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, great game. Manual for the SN Pro Pad. I remember this controller being advertised. You could program moves, so for Street Fighter you could program all your special moves in here. Not sure if it actually worked, but really cool idea. We got the manual for it. Another bin of portable stuff. So let's see what we got here. Breath of Fire for the Game Boy Advance. Barbie Ocean Discovery. Now there's the heavy in the lot for sure. Kirby's Dream Land. Always happy to get Kirby's Dream Land. This is one of the Game Boy games people get when they start collecting for the Game Boy. We're always sold out of Kirby's Dream Land, so happy to get Kirby's Dream Land. Jurassic Park. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Advance Wars. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Pretty cool game to get there. Broken Sword. Winnie the Pooh. Always good to get those kids games. They actually sell pretty well for us. Dora the Explorer, Pac-Man Collection, Scooby-Doo 2, another Dora game. I think it says Snood. I don't know. Never heard of that one. Rugrats. Looks like another Scooby-Doo game here. Sudoku Fever. Gotta have that in your life. And a copy of Golf with the label half torn up. Oh, there's that programmable pad. So maybe I'll play around with this when I test it. See if you can actually dominate in Street Fighter. The NES Max. Had one of these when I was a kid. If you can mod this to have a D-pad, this is actually a great controller. I love how it has the independent turbo buttons here. To end it off with a bang, a Master System controller. Box is empty. This is everything we got in this lot. Again, really happy to get this. We're gonna process this and try and get it in the store as soon as possible. But just kind of wanted to go through an unboxing with you guys, kind of show you what it's like to just unbox a collection when you don't really know where everything is and even remember what you got because you were so busy. So until next time, cheers guys.